trained in the rain. And for us, we do not have the weather. And today we have been able to display the spirit of the Nigerian Police Force. We do not have enough. The terrains are very difficult. Things are difficult, but despite that, we still come out to giving our best to the citizens of this country.
Yeah, this year's theme is together we work, together we secure. Can you speak more to this?
You can see it, we have displayed it. We want everybody to join the train. We want to break that spirit of we versus them. We have agreed that the citizens of this country are the bosses. We are to work for them. And at the same time, we are using this period to plead for everybody to support the Nigerian Police Force. Every day, policemen are working day and night. Policemen are dying day and night. I want you to know, every time a policeman is killed, every time a soldier is killed, every time a member of the security forces is killed, somebody defending you has been killed. We are to protect you, at the same time protect us as well. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Recently you talked about the citizens being the boss. Can you give us shed more light on this?
That is the truth. They pay us from the money gotten from every member of this country, the citizens of this country. We are to protect the citizens of this country. We are to protect human rights. Basically, police work is human rights, protection of human rights of every citizen of this country. So we know the people of the country are our bosses, and we are ready to give them the protection and the care that they deserve.
All right, IGP, sir, what should Nigerians be expecting in the next, coming days?
In the next coming days, in the next coming, and I'm sure you should have tried saying it, policemen are becoming more cooperative. We want to embrace the spirit, the theory of policing by consent. We want everybody to see every policeman on the street as somebody working to protect them. They should expect the best from us, and we give them our word. We'll continue to give them the best. We will protect every citizen of this country.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Our own is to say that don't give to anybody, or the people you give before, don't give to them. We don't say that. Give us our own. Give us our own. Share it state by state so that we can also manage our boys, manage our elders, so that we can go along with the pipeline security. So that is why we are here. So anybody come say that we are going to fight anyone, that is lie. We are not fighting anybody. We are only fighting for our own. That yes, let us also have. We have Ogoni people here, we have the Robo here, we have the Shekiri here, we have the Laza here, we have the Kwale here, we have Bini here. All the tribes in the Niger Delta, all are complete here. So today, Akwa Ibom is also here. So what we are saying, let Mr. President should go into this matter. We don't need a cold war in our regions now. We don't need any problem in our regions now. Because even the local sector of the pipeline security.
What is that? That they are not comfortable with the monopolization of the surveillance contract job in the hands of few in the Niger Delta. That as we are speaking as youth leaders, as community leaders, and as ethnic national leaders, that Cold War is going on in the Niger Delta. And we don't want that Cold War to get into a full-blown war in the Niger Delta. Because people are agitating that they have been marginalized in the Niger Delta as a result of the monopolization of the surveillance contract. And every person in the Niger Delta have come to tell the National Assembly that they should allow the centralization of the pipeline surveillance contract to take place. And we also have it on good record that there were probes, investigation going on in the National Assembly in respect to the pipeline surveillance contract that was awarded by the federal government through the NNPC. And as we are speaking, some group of persons are trying to suppress that probe to commence. They don't want the probe to continue. So our question is, why are people trying to cause mayhem in the Niger Delta by stopping the probe that will bring a clear understanding or a clear picture of what is happening in the Niger Delta as a result of or in the name of pipeline surveillance contract that was awarded to the hand of few. Secondly, we have it on good authority that the money that is meant for the people of the Niger Delta are now being used to bribe people here in the National Assembly and in other security agencies. Rumor have it that as we speak, allegedly, that even the National Security Advisor is now collecting money bags from this group of persons, allegedly. And if that happens to be true, then the National Security Advisor has committed an offense that is treasonable. And we are calling on Mr. President that he should investigate those allegations, because they are not just ordinary allegations. Allegedly that the National Security Advisor is now in the payroll of some of these persons, and he cannot give Mr. President the advice that will bring peace and tranquility in the Niger Delta. We are Niger Delta people. We have experienced what is called hostility before this time. We wouldn't want the Niger Delta to be put in bad light anymore. And that is why we are saying that the federal government, as a matter of national urgency and tranquility, decentralize the surveillance job. Because we have it on good authority that they are using the money to bribe people here and there, just because they want to build military groups that they will use to trample government in various states in the Niger Delta and Nigeria at large. You can't allow one person to be controlling over trillions of naira, and that the same person is using those resources to build military groups across board in the Niger Delta. That can cause a serious security breach if not looked into critically. Enough.
What is your message?
Our message to the National Assembly is that we are submitting a petition. We are submitting a petition signed by all ethnic nationalities in the Niger Delta. Their position that the pipeline surveillance job should be decentralized for the purpose of peace, equity, and fairness. Yes. We don't want the Niger Delta to go into second phase of agitation or armed struggle. Today you can see there are several faces here, first, second phase generals that were in the struggle, and they know what it passed through. We as youth leaders, we know that if the Niger Delta go into another armed struggle, we are demarketing the Niger Delta. Yes. And we don't want that to happen, because we want investors to continue to come to the Niger Delta so that the youth of the Niger Delta can continue to have jobs, opportunity. So centralizing it presently or monopolizing the job is causing serious problem. It's causing serious chaos. There is serious Cold War going, and we wouldn't want that Cold War to get into a full-blown war. That is why we have come to submit this petition signed by all ethnic nationality youth presidents and elders of the various states that they should decentralize the work according to states and ethnic blocks in the Niger Delta for the purpose of peace, equity, and fairness. That has been monopolized in the Niger Delta. The people of the Niger Delta on ethnic ground and on state basis has come out to say that they are not comfortable with the monopolization of the oil and gas surveillance contract in the Niger Delta. And they have said it point and clear that decentralized, if you tear them, we go jump these gates. If you try them, we go jump these gates. If you try them, if you try them, if you try them, if you try them.